Have you ever heard of the Rebe?
No.
So this man started this sect of Orthodox Judaism.
Apparently you have got giant venomous flying spiders heading your way.
Now, throughout the evening, these two entertainers were shown multiple times on the television, and one moment in particular has everybody asking, what did we just watch take place?
Hey guys, tonight we're reacting to some crazy and strange TikToks that will make you question reality. So if you're ready, let's check these out.
Have you ever heard of the Rebe?
No.
So this man started this sect of Orthodox Judaism. So this man was the rabbi. He became a mentor of Netanyahu, Israel's U.S. ambassador, in 1984. The Rebe was speaking to Netanyahu, and he said, since we last met, many things have progressed. What hasn't changed, however, is that the Messiah still hasn't come. So do something to hasten his coming. A couple years later, he told Netanyahu that he would one day become prime minister of Israel and be the nation's last leader before handing the scepter to the Messiah. 2009, became prime minister and was elected out in 2021. But then a few months later, he was reinstated. This time, he fully aligned himself with the ultra-Orthodox and the Zionists. A lot of them are very anti-Palestinian residing within Israel. If we're talking about the temple being rebuilt, the Muslims having claim of the Dome of the Rock on the Temple Mount, the Zionist party wants that out of there. Netanyahu has definitely aligned himself with the Zionist party.
And if it gets touched, war.
Yes.
So according to them, they are trying to hasten the coming of the Messiah. I don't think that's something we should be meddling with. I mean, yeah, we want him to come, but I don't think we're ready. I think if they speed it up, a lot of people are going to be surprised and not going to get where they think they're going. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think.
New York and New Jersey, this one's for you guys. Apparently you have got giant venomous flying spiders heading your way. This is the Joro spider, who apparently is going to be literally parachuting into town. They say that it is slowly spreading up the eastern seaboard and heading for the northeast. Apparently these guys have a 4-inch leg span, and they create some sort of balloon with their silk that carries them through the wind, and they legit parachute down. The first Joro spider was spotted in Georgia in 2010. It's from East Asia, and they believe that it probably shipped right over here on a shipping container and then ballooned itself off. Let me know in the comments if you have seen one of these guys yet. They're easy to spot. They are bright yellow, and apparently they've been spotted in Florida, the Carolinas, Alabama, Mississippi, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, and Maryland. And they're saying because the Northeast climate is the way it is, that it's a perfect habitat for these guys, and they're going to be pushing forward.
Even spiders are now entering illegally into the U.S. That's all we needed. Gee, seriously, that's crazy. Freaking spiders falling out of the sky. We better get ready on the East Coast.
Did you ever hear about this UFO battle that took place in 1561 in Germany?
A UFO battle.
It's documented. They had no idea what they were looking at. And someone did a drawing of what they saw in the sky. Supposedly it was hundreds of people within Nuremberg. They looked up and there was these like two red crescent things that were in front of the sun, and they started to move. All of a sudden all these different objects started to appear in the sky. We were like literally fighting each other.
There's nothing that like it just happened.
What are the implications of that? Does that mean that maybe angels and demons were fighting on a plane in which we could see them?
Or aliens just going at it.
Different races of aliens?
Possibly.
Yeah,
it's wacky.
He describes the whole event of like what happened. After all this, there was something like a black spear, very long. The shaft pointed to the east. Whatever such signs mean, God alone knows.
How do you live the rest of your day? Well, I just gotta go to work. You know, like that's what are we?
Well, I guess I have to go churn some butter now.
Germany. Do it again.
Oh, I guess we have to go churn some butter now.
Make some pretzels.
That's some wild stuff right there. You know what it would be like for you to wake up one morning, go outside, look up, and all you see is a whole bunch of spheres or whatever they saw, like just shooting lasers at each other. And like, how do you even begin to comprehend something like that, especially back then? Like, I don't know if they said how long ago that was, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Like, what would you do in that case?
So I heard this thing. If cats like you, yeah, do you think cats like you? Yes or no? Do they come up to you and shit?
Yeah, they do.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Nah, cause
I don't know if they like me, but they come up to me.
so this is like a real superstition that if cats come up to you,
Yeah.
it means you're carrying a lot of bad energy. What? So check this out. So ancient Egyptians, they used cats. That's why they always had them around. They used cats Because cats, supposedly, they will take bad energy away from you and disperse it. So that's why they come up. They always cuddle next to somebody that's attached to bad energy, negative energy. And who always has cats in folklore?
Who?
The witches. Because they're dealing with what? They're dealing with all that negative energy. So they have a cat there to take it so it doesn't
Also,
harm them.
it takes it away.
It takes it away. But let's say they come up to you, that means you have some on you. So they cleanse it and then you're good to go.
Nah, to be honest, like I believe in that bad juju. Like,
Thought my kitty liked me because I fed him, not because of bad energy. Does that mean I don't have to feed my cat anymore? Since it's consuming all the bad energy, that will save me some money on cat food.
Most people don't know this demonic secret about Kim Kardashian, but there's actually a really dark side to her. Check this out.
Okay, this is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So,
What is this?
that is Marilyn's hair. So.
You can clone her.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I'm literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit that I want to wait. And I channel her. This is so special to me. Thank you so much. This is so cool. So cool.
Good vibes.
Wow. This is sleeping with me every night.
Most people don't actually know that voodoo and witchcraft and demonic things are an abomination to the Lord. And they'll actually open you up to demons entering your life. If you're not about to open yourself up to demons, then type Jesus is King in the comments.
What type of is that? Honestly, like I don't understand. Like sometimes you want to give these people the benefit of the doubt, but then they just come out and say some stuff like that, and then you're like right back to square one. It's like you guys are definitely into some creepy shit. Let's just say that. How do they even go about getting hair from Marilyn? And who the hell would give hair from a dead person to somebody as a gift? It's like I don't even know. I don't even know what to say at this point. And then for her to go ahead and say that she's gonna do some voodoo shit afterward, like
A lot of people knew that Taylor Swift would be joining the Kelsey family, the Mahomes, and other family members of the Kansas City Chiefs players, but people couldn't really figure out why Ice Spice was in attendance. Now, throughout the evening, these two entertainers were shown multiple times on the television, and one moment in particular has everybody asking, what did we just watch take place? During the game, they made it a point to show Taylor Swift on the Jumbotron. And I want you to take a look at Ice Spice. What is she doing up here? This is the same video, and you can see she's doing something here with her hands. And somebody posted that it looks like she's summoning some sort of entity during the Super Bowl. With these hand gestures and then holding up this cross, it's very weird. Now, this entire lead-up has been very weird, especially with the number 13, as we saw that total for the score at halftime. And there were many other references to the number 13 leading up to this big game. The fact that it's February 2 plus 11 is 13. It's the 58th Super Bowl. 5 plus 8 is 13. It took Taylor Swift 13 hours to fly over here. Her favorite number is 13. The 49ers, 4 plus 9 is 13. The Niners were the 1 seed. The Chiefs were the 3. That's another 13. This is the 13th game that Taylor is going to be at, and on and on and on. So what is going on here? This whole entire thing is very strange. But now, to wrap this all up, after the game, the president posted this on his social media accounts, just like we drew it up, Chiefs. What is going on? As you can see right there on his Instagram account, there's the photo. I'm sure that there's some coincidence. I'm sure it's just somebody, posted mistakenly on the account, but what is going on? Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like the build up to this and the way that things played out, this entire thing was very weird to me. And once again, it all takes place in a place called Sin City. There is something far deeper at play here. I mean, look what's going on and where it's taking place. And in front of the amount of people watching, it's very strange. But I want to hear from all of you in the comment section what you think about tonight's game. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you catch references? Do you think that this is nothing more than a coincidence? Again, I love hearing your feedback. As always, like, save, share this video with everyone that you know. And also, let me know what this is supposed to mean. just like we drew it up from the person that's in charge of the country that both of these teams are from. This is so weird. Now, a lot of people knew that Taylor Swift would be joining.
They got another one. I know there was a lot of people claiming that all these artists are doing this satanic stuff for publicity so that they could get more exposure. But come on, man, like this is too much. It's everybody, and she just finished doing a video, I believe, with Taylor Swift, right? And it was another satanic video. After doing that, then you come to the Super Bowl and you're doing all this extra stuff, and then she goes and she flashes the devil horns, shows the upside down cross. Another 13 that he didn't mention on that video is, like, if you look on the scoreboard, it was at the 13-minute mark, 13:20. Like, I understand if you don't want to believe in this stuff, but like at some point you're gonna have to say there's something going on. I don't know, maybe we're just crazy. So let me know in the comments below what you think.
Those on the front lines of modern science are overcorrecting right now, and they're tail spinning and about to go off the road. You know what happens when you start to slide on the road on the icy day? They tell you just straighten out your tires, don't overcorrect, don't start going all crazy or you will tailspin and go off the road. Well, modern science is doing that because people on the front lines of modern science and even the Prime Minister of Canada have went public on public record and said no one in recorded history has ever believed that the earth is flat. No one in history. So you proudly and confidently say something to people who went to school, who have Google, and probably know what the ancient depictions of Earth looked like. So now by lying and saying that no one's ever, hey, don't look over here, no one's ever looked over here, no one's ever thought this is a brand new thing that just started, don't ever look over there, that's weird. Now you're overcorrecting, and anybody with any sense at all, common or uncommon, in their brain, they're going to look at that and say, wait a minute, so why are they lying now? Why don't they just be honest and have some integrity and authenticity and just say, yeah, people used to believe the earth is flat, but they don't anymore. Now you're saying no one's ever believed it? Creating a lot more flat earthers, quick and in a hurry that way. So keep overcorrecting. Barbara Streisand yourself, you dirtbag.
That is wild. So they're trying to say that there was never anyone in the history of the planet that believed that the earth was flat. This is something the flat earthers created recently. Do these people think that we are dumb? Like, what is going on? Now you're trying to deny anyone ever believing in it. You people is wild. I mean, either if you believe or you don't, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they're playing lying. They just try to like cover it up. Like, if you know that it's not flat, then why go out of your way and try to hide it and now try to erase the fact that people in the past always believed the earth was flat up until a certain point in time? Because this stuff keeps getting stranger and stranger by the day.
Scariest conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously change your life. So this right here shows all the conspiracy theories from the most well-known ones that we all know to the darkest of the dark. This series we're going to be going from the most well-known ones to the darkest of the dark, which will probably keep you up all night. Having to do the research into all of these is probably going to disturb the hell out of me, but you know, I'm doing it for you guys, so make sure you hit that follow button. Part 1. Let's go. Today we're going to be talking about Area 51, but not how you think. Trust me. This is wild. This guy right here is Bob Lazar. Now, he used to work at Area 51. Now, Area 51 is, of course, one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there. What is it? Why can't we go near there? Is it just a military base? Bob claims he used to work there, reverse engineering alien craft. Now, this right here is his actual drawing of an alien craft. Yeah, crazy, right? This is where it gets mental. Absolutely mental. I think Area 51 is this place, right? According to Bob, this is not where all the crazy stuff happened. It's actually down the road here, in a place called Area S4. Area S4 is located up in the mountains, completely top secret, and nobody knows really what it is until Bob came out about it. Bob claims he would be taken to Area S4, which is an underground facility where he would work on the alien craft. Put the coordinates into Google and look at this place, it's just crazy. The road which leads straight up to it, the road ends right there, and then there's just like holes in the ground. So there is definitely something there. What I'm saying is all from Bob. There is literally a documentary about this. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. You may have seen it. Yeah. Let me know what you think, because this is crazy. The series is about to get a whole lot crazier, so make sure you hit that follow button. I'll see you in the next one.
But all of these things, we've been misled just because we've been fooled by our senses. Our eyes see 0.05% of the entire electromagnetic wave. We're blind cosmically, but we judge everything by what we see. And they've done that with science for so many years. You look at E equals MC squared. That talks about expansion. It does not show how it's divided. You've never breathed in twice without breathing out. You breathe in and you breathe out. You charge and you discharge. So how is it that the breathing in, they're acting as if the universe is just expanding out, breathing out, and it's going to dissipate out, and they never include the contractive side of it, breathing in, because they were misled by Newton, who said everything moves in a straight line unless affected by something else. And we know that not to be true. But they built the entire two-dimensional plane, the Euclidean space that we live on, that we work on, that we try and define curved nature by two-dimensional space, and we never include the curvature, the breathing in. Like Alan Watts said, no one would be attracted to a Euclidean woman because she would just be all straight lines. It's the wiggliness, it's the curvature that brings the balance. Everything has to have the balance, you know, the electric side and the magnetic side.
Every time this guy speaks, it makes me think deeply into what he's saying. I mean, it's kind of true. Like if you look at nature, you don't see trees growing in like straight lines only. Like you see all the branches, they branch out. They're not straight lines. They're curved, they're bent. Same thing with everything else. So he might have a point, but I think it's good that he's challenging the status quo.
They're waiting to see how long will 8 billion people allow 100 families to control them.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. You know, they literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. Don't cross over that invisible line, because if you do, you know, you're illegal and all this other kind of crazy stuff. They're running us, and governments are put in place to work for the people, but they got it flipped and they got us working for them.
Right.
And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. The problem, the reason why the world it is today, why we have this boot on our neck, is because of us. We're the problem. The 8 billion are the problem. They're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks.
Right.
A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stop fighting each other over the scraps and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird, right? There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. Democrat and Republican doesn't exist.
It's not wrong. People let themselves get controlled by a few and then they complain, but I mean, you keep giving up your rights because of fear in order to gain a little bit of something else, and they take away your rights, then got nobody to blame but yourself. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and see you next time.